Thanks for clicking. My name is Mark Mitchell. I'm a mortgage broker here in London, Ontario. And today I wanted to briefly go over some changes happening to the real estate market in London, Ontario. There was quite a few changes that came out on the federal level in the latter half of last month and the beginning of this month, with the new stress tests making it more difficult for first-time buyers, or for any buyers really, to qualify for a larger mortgage. But the Lstar actually just released their report on the May 2021 market in London, and there are some encouraging signs for home buyers, at least. Maybe not as good for home sellers, but there's definitely some signs that the London real estate market could be cooling down after months and months, actually even years, of astronomical growth. So I just want to briefly go over some of those numbers today and see what might be in the store, see what's in store for London's market, and what to expect going forward. So I just want to begin with the big news. We've seen the average price in London go up and up and up over the past 2, 3, 4 years, hitting as high as $642,000 last month, or well, I guess to April now. Whereas in May, according to the Lstar Report, London's prices actually dropped for the first time in a very long time. So the average price in May of 2021 was actually a little over $629,000. So not a huge drop, but $16,000 drop. That's welcome news for a lot of home buyers out there who've been seeing prices go up and up almost beyond their affordability in a lot of cases. We can also see a drop in the median sale price in London. Whereas in April, the median sale price, so half as many prices were above this and half were below, was $593,000. This also dropped in May down to $585,000. So half of the houses sold in London were over $585K and half were under. Again, welcome news for home buyers, as we're seeing prices come down at least a little bit, or rather we didn't see another month where prices increased by 10-20% as we've seen in the past. The sales to list price ratio also dropped last month, whereas the month prior it was 114% in change, meaning that most houses sold for 114% over what they asked for. So 14% over ask. And then last month they actually were, the ratio was 113%. Again, not a great big difference, but it's better from the eye of the home buyer. It's better than the reverse, or an increase. So at least we're seeing some cooling pressure. Average days on the market was still 7. That remained the same. So everything being listed is actually being bought right up. But with that said, the number of months of inventory that we do have did increase last month. So whereas in April we had 0.5 months or half a month's worth of inventory left should no other homes come to market, in May that actually bumped up to 0.6 months. So all in all, we did see a lower of the average house price. We saw a drop in the median house price. More inventory came to market, and the sales to price ratio actually dropped a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. All 4 signs definitely are pointing to a slowing of London's real estate market, all in all. So all the signs that we looked at did definitely point to the idea that London's housing market, London's real estate, is starting to cool down, albeit minorly, but it is cooling down. This actually happened, this was in May's real estate market, so the stress test, or the revisions to the stress test that we've talked about in other videos, actually did not get implemented until June 1st. So that stress test probably did not have any effect on the lowering of the average house price in London. So we actually haven't seen the effects of that stress test yet. We'll probably start to see how that affects the price of houses and London's buying power in the next couple weeks, but most definitely by the beginning of July, we can start to see what June's numbers have in store. So whether or not we'll go back to month after month, month after month, house prices increase, or if maybe May might have been the start of a trend where our prices continue to slide or stay relatively static, especially in light of the decreased buying power brought on by the increase in the stress test. If you do like this video and you want news as to the developments in London's real estate and mortgage market, please do click like and subscribe, and you'll be notified as we have more videos come out. Thank you.